is the process of building structures on land or improving on existing structure to add value to it. It encompasses all activities of development of empty plots, construction of residential houses, commercial buildings, public buildings, industrial buildings, and all other activities aimed at improving the value of a land. So what we are basically saying here is that any activity, if you take a plot of land and you fence it, you partition it, you sell to people, you put services, you put road, people come and build their houses, you are what? A developer. If you take old building and remodel it, maybe those buildings they built even before during colonial time, you improve on it, you are what? A real estate developer. It's all about what? Adding value to real estate. That's what a developer is. Global perspective of real estate. So globally, real estate market value is estimated to reach $654.4 trillion in 2025. The residential estate dominates the market with an estimated value of $534.4 trillion, with an estimated compounded annual growth rate of 2.69%. The global real estate market value is expected to reach $727.8 trillion by 2029. Why am I taking this? It's good. Real estate is not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global market and it is one of the biggest markets. So if you are playing in the industry, you're supposed to know what is happening outside Nigeria, what is happening in other parts of the world. How are people doing there? You must have heard that the world is what? A global village, and the market is what? The internet what? Is the market square. So if you are playing in the industry, you are supposed to know what is happening in other places. So this is a pictorial view of how the real estate market is growing. So they did, these people, Statista, they did research and found out that the market will continue to grow up to $727.8 trillion in 2029. You can, if you want to know more, you visit this website, you will see it. So this is really a huge market and presents a lot of opportunity for players in the industry. How about our own local country here in Nigeria? What is the value of the market? It's estimated at $2.6 trillion by 2025. It's estimated to continue to grow at annual compounded rate of 6.9 trillion by 2025. Real estate will continue to grow, especially in Lagos and Abuja. So what we are basically saying is that as the real estate market is growing globally, it's also growing in Nigeria. Nigeria is not left out. In fact, the demand, if you can see, the growth rate in Nigeria is more. And what fuels this demand?
Population.
Yes, population. And in our own case, the majority, 70% of Nigerian population is youth. So youth, if your population is mainly youth, it means we have a very vibrant population that can continue to grow. And that it fuels demand for properties. And the demand for properties, when if you are hearing Nigerian housing deficit, what they are mainly talking about is residential houses. It doesn't mean that there is no deficit in commercial, but the demand is more on residential. So it's a huge market and there is a potential for real estate developers to make money from real estate investment. Is that understood?
Yes.
How do you start your real estate development company? For you to start making money in real estate, you need to have what? A company or a platform. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So how do you start to be a developer and start making money? Starting real estate development property is not as difficult as passive. The following are the steps to take. One, if you want to play in the industry as a developer, you start by what? Register your company as a with Corporate Affairs Commission, that's CAC, if you are in Nigeria. Other countries have their own ways of registering the company. You hire an office, must be in a very good location. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
If you go and you put your office in Nyanya, Maraba, or Gwagwa Karimo, or Suleja, it's not the best. You know, real estate is a perception issue and is a high ticket transaction. You must have an office in a place that is easily accessible to town. One way one can go around this is this, doing what they do these days. People come together, take office like this and share it. They call it what? Co-working space. So instead of you going to take one building in a suburb, say that is where your office, it is better you have an office like this. You people are 2 or 3 sharing the office, but it's within the city. People will understand that you are starting, and they will find it will be easy for them to come and meet you in your office to discuss some things. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
So where your office, as a real estate developer, where your office is located, it matters a lot. This place we have, there's nobody you tell in Abuja that you are here. They don't find it difficult to get here. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So next thing is create a website and email address, social media handles. Immediately you people that used to go for marketing, immediately you go to market, you mention, I'm coming from the Mark Homes. Some people will quietly say, okay, give me your flyer, I will call you later. Immediately you go, what they are going to do is to go to internet and check your company name, check everything about you. So visibility on social media or internet is no longer, you don't have option. If you really want to practice in the industry, you need to have all those things. Email address, people should be able to send you an email. They should be able to check you out on social media handle. That is where people now check whether the company is even exists. If they go to internet and they didn't see you, whatever you are saying, some will quietly tell you, say, okay, I have had you. But for them, if you are not on the net, you are not existing. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then you hire services of management company to help you put structures in place. You can also do this on your own if you have experience in management. For you to function as a real estate developer, you need to have structures in place. Like if you take for example now, we have marketing team, we have what? Administrative team. If you go to site, we have people who are doing construction. Is that understood?
Yes.
We have legal people. We did not hire somebody on permanent basis, but we have legal department. If you have any legal issue, we contact the person he will do for us. Then you engage the services of branding company to brand your products and services. Hire the services of marketing company to help you market your product. This is key to success. So what we are basically saying here is this. Please, if anybody is talking to you, say, how can I do all this? I have given you an example. We have a legal department, but we did not engage the legal department on full-time basis. Some of these things you can do what they call what? Outsourcing. Do you understand me? Yes. You don't need to put a management company on your payroll. You can hire them on need basis. Maybe when you are starting, you say, okay, what are the structures I need to put in place? They will come look at the size of what you want to do and advise you properly. The idea here is this. If you have a business, the business should run whether you are there or not. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And that is the work of management company. They will put the structures you need in place. Another important structure is accounting department. Because we said, okay, put your office in town. Once you are here, in Federal Inland Revenue Service, they locate you easily. So if they come, they have to check what? Your books. It's your books that will speak for you. Whatever you say, I did project, I didn't make profit, nobody is going to listen to that. Your accounting system should speak for you. Auditors should audit your account at the end of the year and say, okay, this is the profit and loss. They will come out the taxes you are supposed to pay. Those are the structures that you have to put in place. Then marketing. You cannot do anything. You cannot do anything without proper marketing. That is why we are doing it. That is why we set up marketing department. In real estate, marketing is key to success. You cannot do without it. Peter is here. Anytime you come, you want my car, you want to go. I don't think twice. I'll give it to him. So that you get what? Results. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
So when you have done all this, now you carry out research and determine your niche. You cannot serve everybody. There must be an area of real estate development you are known for. After mastery of one area, you can now diversify. Example, you can start with residential houses for middle class people. I'm just giving an example. Somebody can come and say, okay, I want to do commercial. I am known for commercial. I am known for misuse. I'm known for industrial. Somebody can just come and say, I'm doing warehouses. Do you understand? Somebody can say, I'm not even going to build any house. I'm going to do site and services. Come, buy land from me, build your house. They are all what? Real estate development. So, but you have to decide on the one you want to do. It is not advisable if you are starting out, then you put your hands into so many things to disorganize you. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what are the roles of a real estate developer? If you have set up your structures, and what will you be doing if you are a real estate developer? Or what is the job of a real estate developer? What, like me, what, as the one heading this organization, what is my role? It is my job to identify and evaluation of investment opportunities, acquiring land, securing finances at the best possible option, design and construction management, understanding market trends both locally and internationally, networking and negotiation, urban planning knowledge, financial management, sustainable development, and corporate social responsibility. So what we are basically saying is that if you want to be a real estate developer, these are the things you should be doing. Like identifying and evaluating investment opportunity. You have to carry out research, due diligence. What are the type of buildings you want to do? For example, I give you people example. When after our first project, in the one that the Mahview estate that we sold to the Navy, based on the experiences we had in doing that project and the questions we got from potential clients, that was what helped us in identifying, first of all, tagging the project site, and then the type of buildings we have to put up in that place. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
These are very, very important. You don't go to a bush and just get a land and begin to build house. Or even if your house is in the city, you understand, even the place you got a land, you still need to find out what are the investment opportunities. Do you understand me? It is your job to find out the best option. So what we did that we looked at the question people asked us, we looked at what other people are doing, we looked at the buildings around us, we did all that and come up with our design. Then acquiring land, securing finance are the best possible option. We all know most of the developers, Nobody has all the money. The market is very wide. So as a real estate developer, you have to find a way to source your fund. Design and construction management. That is why we are calling now. We have done our design, we have secured the site. We are bringing who? Engineers to now go to site and do the actual construction. Under the design and construction management, a lot of things come into place. How you relate with development control, how you manage construction or activities on site, waste reduction, a whole lot of things are involved. Supply and procurement, all these things comes under what? Design and construction management. Then understanding market trends, both locally and internationally. What we are talking about here is what? The market is evolving. Like every other thing in life, it's not stagnant. Things are changing. You see, if you observe carefully, after COVID-19, the idea of remote work become the in thing. So these days, people are now looking for houses that, one, is very, very convenient and affordable for them. And some people are even going to the extent that they want a house where they can work from home. All these things I'm telling you, we incorporated it in our design of Kadini project. Because if you look at our room spaces, they are very, very spacious. So somebody can say, okay, I've been doing my work from home. I give you an example. Somebody can take up, say, what I'm doing in life, what I want to earn a living is stock trading. And stock trading, actually, you don't need an office, but you still need a place where you can sit down so that when you are in that place, you'll be in the mood of work. But that you can do from your room. So all those things are what we do. Then another thing is what? Sustainable, although it's going to come here, sustainable construction. Smart homes. Do you know that now there are houses that you are in your house, you have a house, you are here in the office, and you can virtually control everything that is happening in your house. You can off from your phone, you can off the light for the whole house. You can see what is happening in the house. Do you understand me? You can program, even say, okay, program that this light after so and so hours, it should off automatically. Yes. If you are doing service apartment, it's part of real estate. From your phone, you can control who enters the room and who does not enter. Nobody will come and tell you stories, say, client come. If client didn't come, you will know. Because if you want to control it, you can control the lock from your phone. All those things are what? Technology. They are what they are talking about, what? Understanding market trends. What are the things that are happening? Then misuse. Misuse. People are now more interested in misuse because of what? Convenience. They want to wake up from their bed, they can go to salon, they can go to spa in the same vicinity. They don't have. So those are what? The trends. Then networking and negotiation. It's very important for you to do well. I'll give you an example. After our last training in the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, so that's the one Dr. Stephen conducted for us. I was during the training, we met one lady. I think some of you will know her. She hasn't been to our office. So, but because of that singular training and the contact we made to her, they are now making a proposal to partner with us on our academy project. So you find out that networking and negotiation is part of their job if you want to do well as a real estate developer. Nobody is an island. Do you understand? As I said before, no matter the money you have, you cannot do real estate alone, except you just want to stay at a very low level. But if you want to scale up, you need to partner with people. Urban planning knowledge. You should know where the city, planning for the city is going, or wherever you are building houses, what do government have in mind in that place? You understand? As we discussed in our previous lectures, you can't go and get a land that government marked for commercial. You go and start putting presidential houses there, you will run into problem. So you should know what government is planning, you should know all the zoning arrangement, you should know property, this particular land is for this is for this is for farmland, this is for industry. You want of do industrial area. Yes. That area is marked for what? Industry. So if you are planning an industry, that area you should be looking at. So that's what they mean by urban planning knowledge. Financial management, how you manage your finances. You have seen that, you must have heard that some real estate company, they took loan and they could not manage it. It's what? Financial management. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a project and you need 1 billion naira to support whatever you are doing. You sought for loan, you obtain the 1 billion. Are you going to take the 1 billion one day? No, sir. So you spread it. Do you understand me? So those are the things that come under financial management. Then sustainable development is if you are in a temperate region like us, like we are going to enter dry season. Do you understand? Even painting, there are some heat resistant paint that you can use on the external face of the building. That's what they are all talking about, sustainable development. And even the environment where you are building. How are you friendly? Are you planting trees on your estate, or you come to clear the whole place? You did not plant any tree to replace the ones that are there. Do you understand me? Then corporate social responsibility. If you are really a real estate developer, as you are developing, making money, you need to add value to the community where you are working. Do you understand me? Yes. To be able to do something for them. It may not even be proper construction, but you can say, okay, for example, I'm organizing what? Training for the youth in this area. Educate them. Try to see how you can empower the people. Some elderly that have health challenges in where you are working, you can come up with a program and attend to them. They are all part of your work as a real estate developer. It's not just to go to a place, work, make money, and leave. No. Okay, so if you have done all those things, you have established your company, you have mastered your role as a real estate developer, how do you now start making money? Because that is the cross of the matter. Is that right? Yes. So how do you start making money? So my own model, my own suggestion is that one, you partner with a credible real estate company, acquire land within their own estate, and start developing quality properties. Please, I am an apostle of quality when it comes to real estate development. When we were doing the market real estate, some of our contractors, they are not called the mark staff. So I won't blame them, because some of them, they don't know our values. You understand me? So some of them were telling us, this house, you are doing it for sale. Why are you going for quality material like this? The people will come and repaint. I said, no. That's why you can go back to our discussion. You have to have a niche, what you are known for. The moment you start doing property and say this house is for sale, you are doing mass production. Do it 1 year, 2 years. The result will start what? Telling on you. But you can imagine our Kagini project will be having around 167 housing units. So if after the project, tomorrow, they are calling Maiwa as the project manager, come over, plumbing pipe are broken, come and fix it. Tomorrow, ceiling is falling. Do you think you can go far like that? No, so please, the quality, if you want to do well, the quality of the houses you are building is important. Repeat the process 2 more times and start acquiring land on your own. On the average, a real estate development company that are prudent in the way they are prudent in their way of managing things, we make about 30% profit on investment. So what we have basically seen, statistics have shown that if you're a real estate developer and you do your job well, please listen, do your job well, manage your what, your resources well, you understand me, you should be able to make 30% on your investment. That means if you build a house, total house you build is 1 billion, you pocket 300 million. Is it not a good opportunity? Eh? But it goes for work. Do you understand me? So that is where the money is. Okay. So why partner with the established real estate developer? I tell you people our own story. We didn't, the one we are doing now, the 2 projects we are doing, it's not our first project. What we did was that we started buying land from a real estate developer. We have done 2 projects before we now went and bought the land for Cuba on our own. So if you buy, the experienced real developer will protect you from all the challenges associated in real estate development, especially community-related issues. You know, we all know from what we have been discussing that real estate involves a lot of things. You cannot count it. You have to source for funds, you have to deal with development control, you have to deal with urban and regional planning, you have to deal with community, you have to manage people on site. So what we are saying in here is this. I am not now saying that if you have money, you can go ahead and find land. But it is what? Advice. Experience is what? The best teacher. So putting all these things together with approximately 100 million naira, one can start a real estate development. Currently, major demand for housing in Nigeria is 20 million units, and these are mainly residential for middle and low income earners. If you hear that there are houses in Abuja and no occupant, it is not how, why are the houses not occupied? Why are they not occupied? Eh? They are mansions. So you'll be looking at maybe the kind of model we are doing in a cabinet where you even have 1 bedroom flat, 2 bedroom, 3. But we're not saying there's no demand for mansions, but the demand is not as it is for middle and low income earners. So for somebody who is looking at starting real estate development, it might make sense to look at this side. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, next. Okay, yes. So challenges of real estate developer in Nigeria. I must warn us that as there is opportunity to make money, there are also challenges. You know, there are 2 R's to investment. Do we know what the 2 R's are? 2 R's to investment. We don't know. Return and what? Yes, return and risk. That's the correct answer. So it's not as if everything is very rosy. For every investment, there is what? Return and risk. But it is the people who take the risk that end up making the money. Is that understood? So please, as there are opportunity for real estate developers in Nigeria, there's also, it comes also with challenges. Number 1 is access to funds. Do we know what is the current CBN interest rate? The last one I read is 27.25. So that is what CBN will give to commercial banks. Commercial banks will now add their own, calculate their risk and everything, and will giving you at 30-34%. Is it something you can do? And you are expecting profit of 30% on the loan. So it's a major issue. High interest rates, yeah. Then community-related issues. We have discussed that. Government bureaucracy. With all sense of respect, the way things are done in our own climate, bureaucracy. You know, if you took a loan for a real estate development project and you spend 3 4 months processing approval, what are you doing at the end of the day? So it's another issue. Unstable government policies. They can wake up one day and come up with one policy. We are not saying government should not make policy, but policy should be carefully formulated and articulated. You understand me? It's not today you wake up is one thing, tomorrow you wake up is another thing. You really don't know where to put your head. Then high inflation. Currently, I think we're around 34%. So it means if you set out to, on that demand real estate, we set out to do the project, we did our budgets, everything, planning, we finished everything. But by the time we were finishing the project, when we got to the final finishing of the project, when we were putting tiles, painting and all, the price had gone 2 times. In fact, we started the project with cement at 2,350 naira. But the last cement we bought for the site was 5,000. Can you see how it can affect the project? So that is why sometimes we are going to see many abandoned projects. It's not that the people who conceived the project, it's not that they didn't sit down and do planning, but things that happen in the country, made them to go out of control, made the situation to slip out of their hands. So
I think as developers are expected to at least project that inflation when they are making a plan.
what have you seen in the world that inflation is going to 34%? In developed land, we are talking of not more than double digit. Most places you go to US and UK, all these places, we are talking of 3%. So you can factor 3%. If you factor 3% into your project, maybe you are expecting 30%, and inflation you take 3%, you end up with 27. If you take up 5%, you end up with 25. If you go worse, which is not even normal in those clients, you go 10%, you still have your 20%. But when it's going to 34%, what kind of thing? If you put that in the project, you won't start in the first place. Do you understand me? So, lack of enabling infra. Okay, sorry. Look, lack of access to land. 1998 Land Use Act of Nigeria. We have discussed this before in our previous lectures. It is not, if you're a developer in Nigeria, you virtually buy land 2 times. Because you will approach the villagers who are the original inhabitants. You buy land, negotiate with them, and buy the land. Then you now go to government, you process the land, pay for this, pay for that, pay for C of O before they certify the paper and give you. So you are paying 2 times. That is what it means. Because the Land Use Act 1978 says all land belong to what? The government. But the original inhabitants are there. Can anybody come to your ancestral land now and say land belongs to government and picking? They have, even if they have to settle you.
Yes.
So it's part of the challenge, lack of enabling infrastructure. If you come here, even though the present FCT minister is trying, but the rate of development of houses is more than the way infrastructures are being built. So many places, if you start going inside places like, there was a time I went to a place like Karasana, and you go inside, you see the kind of massive estate people are building there. But government infrastructure have not gotten to that place. It makes things very, very difficult for developers because it means somebody have to start doing access road on himself, bringing water, bringing electricity. If all those things are in place, the cost of development will be less. So that is why when people are talking of affordable housing in Nigeria, it's still a mirage. It's still a mirage because if a developer does all those things, even as after you have bought the land, you come and settle villagers, you have to bring like what the developer is in need for business. What is he going to do? To put all those costs in the cost of the unit of houses. and the thing will become hard. So if you are going to for marketing, somebody is telling you he's looking for affordable house, except this one they are doing renewable estate that government have put. But that one, can it serve? How many people can it reach? Do you understand me? So except those enabling infrastructures are being put in place, we can now start talking of affordable housing. So the solution to affordable housing is one, government should make land accessible to developer at reduced cost. Then there should be enabling infrastructure for developers to come build houses and give sell to people at affordable rate. That is what affordable housing means. But if it is in the current state, it is difficult to get to do affordable housing, real affordable housing. Do you understand? But despite their both challenges, with careful planning, real estate development business still thrive in Nigeria because of demand, which is fueled by population growth. Despite all these challenges, if you do your planning carefully, you can still make it. But you really have to be very, very careful. That is why, like, if you come to our new project now, the one we are being carried, we want to do the project in phases. If it is 20 housing units we can do at a time, we carve that place out, put everything there that is required for people to live there, and then from there we continue. That's one example of what careful planning. Then how you also get your fund. Do you understand? Many people have gone, they have access to collect loan for a project, but they are not able to manage it very well, and that is why sometimes the project end up in crisis. People's money, people invested with them, they cannot see. Those things, they are not very good. If you want to play in the industry in Nigeria, you need to be very careful. And please run away from commercial loan, commercial bank loan. It has wrecked many real estate developers. So the place of mentorship. So for you to do well in the business, you need somebody to mentor you. As can be seen from the above presentation, real estate development business in Nigeria has a lot of opportunity and risk. For one to do well in the business, mentorship is required. A mentor is simply an individual who has a say in an area you desire to achieve great results. Your mentor must have verifiable results. Note that mentorship is not always free. You may have to pay or serve the mentor. Whatever is required, get a mentor. Do you understand this?
Yes,
In whatever you are trying to do, please, myself, you all know, I'm under the mentorship of Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I paid for the mentorship, and I'm telling you, I'm getting benefits from it. Do you understand me? So whatever you want to do in life, especially business, there are people who must have done that. Do you understand me? They will put you through. Last time he came here, he came to office and made presentation of what we are going to do and the design and everything. He looked at it and made some comments which we incorporated in the design. So last time he sent the lady that I told you people about. We went to the site, the lady looked at the site and advised us. So you can see that even at my level, I'm still seeking for what? Knowledge and mentorship. Do you understand me? So even you as individuals working in the company, you should have somebody who is putting you through. Peter is our marketing manager. You should have somebody. There are people who are more than us in the industry. You should make a time, go to any of their marketing managers and say, how are you people approaching this? I think we have done some of that during the holiday too. And that is our expectation from all of you. Do you understand me? And mentorship is not only in business. Please, some of us here are married. I mean, some of us are aspiring to get married. It is very, very important. If you see, if you are married and you are having, don't wait for you to have even problem before you start looking for mentor. There are people who have been 30 years in marriage, and their marriage is what? Is intact. Abi? So those are the kind of people you should go to for mentorship. Also, finances. Some of us, if we have problem, we call our pastor or our man to pray for us. That's correct?
Yes, sir.
We are seeking guidance from him. But if you have financial challenge, who do we go to? You should look for financial experts. Not your friend who is in the same level with you or the same difficulty. The person, his mentor should be somebody who is what? Higher than you. There's no point going to somebody who is not higher than you to mentor you. Do you understand me? So please, in whatever, either in business or work, the place of mentorship for success cannot be overemphasized. It's very, very important. Next. So, what Demand Group can do for you? As a company, as a real estate company, we're established in Garki, Abuja. That's where our office is. We can help acquire real estate assets, land, residential houses, or commercial property. We already have all this in our kitty for anybody that is interested. We can sell your property. We have property that people have given us to sell. We have sold some. We sold one property for somebody last year, and this year I'm sure we are going to sell more. Carry out design and obtain building approval if you already have land. Let's say somebody has a land, he don't know how to make maximum use of that land. We can be of help in that area. We look at the land, look at the land use that is prescribed for that place, help the person come out how to make maximum use of the land. We also, with our team, we can help you carry out design and follow the building plan approval process until we get it and give you, and you can now go to site. Then, consultative services on how to manage your real estate development project. All these things we discuss. I'm talking from almost 25 years of experience in the construction industry. So if somebody has a project and he comes to us, we can help the person to put the structures in place to make sure that the project is a success.